Hi guys, WQWeng here. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my challenge rift build. I did 150 challenge rift. It is first clear on my server on 150. I did it yesterday. Yeah, 150. And my Warband leader Gilo just did today 160. Alright. And I have 4K resonance when I did this. I did 151 now today. Okay, so let me explain the build I used for this. Here we go. This build is all about exploding palm. Okay, we use many pieces, many legendary to buff the exploding palm damage. We use the new helm numb realization, which give you 30% chance to detonate the bleed effect on exploding palm by using your other attacks. Other attacks can be your anything. Okay, it can be the proc of your blessing, the poison dot from your seeping bile, the proc from your Swanson, any of your damage from your Fist of Thunder, Seven-Sided Strike, Wave of Light. All these will proc the bleed effect on exploding palm. What is the bleed effect? The bleed is from when you apply exploding palm to the mobs. You will apply a bleed for 5 seconds. Okay, and it is and it's this bleed effect you will detonate with other attacks. Okay, so the mobs dies faster. When you apply exploding palm, and you do damage with other attacks, the mobs will die faster. It will bleed. Okay, and then I'm using Breath of Incense, and basically it is triggering Seven-Sided Strike here, triggers the exploding palm explosion. So we all know when exploding palm explode, it will do some damage to all nearby enemies. Okay, and inner weapon you will want to use to increase this explosion damage by exploding palm. Okay, I'm applying exploding palm with Path of Prison offhand. So exploding palm now throws a giant palm in a direction, damaging and stunning all enemy in its path. Okay, so it applies the exploding palm to the monsters. But note here, it says stunning. Okay, so when you apply exploding palm, it will actually stun the monsters, which leads to the gems, right? Let me finish off my gear. I'm using Radiant Sun shoulder to when you use Wave of Light, you put down the bell. It will stay on its on this place and continuously do damage to all nearby enemies. And I'm also use Spirit's Reach, which also make my Seven-Sided Strike stuck to an area and do damage. Okay, all this damage will proc my helm, the bleed effect on exploding palm, and seven-sided strike also triggers the explosion. So this is all the legendary, and for the set item, you will want to go for the Grace set. This set, Grace, okay? And you want the full set of Grace. If you are not in Hell 4 yet, then you will go for 4-piece bonus. Okay, this set will increase all the continued damage from exploding palm, and also your wave ally, seven-sided strike, all continuous damage increased by 15%. And the 4-set bonus said each time you damage an individual enemy 5 times, which you will do a lot, you will do additional damage, like 5.6k damage. It is the white beam that comes down from heaven to damage the mob. I don't use 6-piece here because I need to farm more gray set, full gray set. Currently, I'm just using the best CR set items I currently have. Okay, so when I have 6-piece grace, this build gonna be even stronger. Alright, so I talked about Weight of Life 7-sided strike, which stays on one place and do damage. You want to kite the mobs around this, so they take damage from Weight of Light and 7-sided strike. And you want to apply Exploding Palm, so you trigger the bleed effect and the explosion. Okay. Why I use Shield of Sin? Well, Shield of Sin gives you a shield that absorbs some damage. In my case, 19k for 5 seconds, and this is very good because monks, when you press your skill, you stand still. Not like Demon Hunter, they can move while attacking. You stand still, so you want this shield to absorb some damage while you're standing still, because you are vulnerable to all the range mob and so on. Plus, when you have shield on, it will prevent all cause of loss of control of your character, so you will not get stuck, right? Plus, you have a shield, and this shield you can give to your shadows. If you have shadow, you can dash to your shadow and give your shadow this shield also. Okay, and secondly, when I activate Shield of Sin, I proc my Bottle of Hope, which in my case give me 17% more movement speed and damage, because Shield of Sin is a buff. You buff yourself with a shield, and this prevent you this loss of control. Okay, so it's a buff. So you want to press Shield of Sin to get this 17% more damage before you do other attacks. Okay, and that's it actually. So what you want to do is, like in challenge with, you want to apply Exploding Palm, you want to buff yourself, you want to put down this, and then you want to kite the mob around it, okay? And then start over again here, right? Kite the mob around it, right? So this what you're gonna do, and I'm using Vanquisher for this. Just more damage. Just max out my damage, right? Vanquisher, talent. Let me think. What else we have? Yeah. And then I want to give you some gameplay of this. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do 150. Alright, let's try 150. Let's go. You want to fish for, if you're really pushing, you want to fish for the sand map. Because this is the sand map, okay? You have a big area where you can kite mobs, right? So you're gonna use your Fist of Thunder, your primary. You can dash, so you move a bit faster, okay? You want to dash around. There's no elite pack here, so you're gonna move on. If there's high concentration of trash mob, you can kill it off even. Now you want to skip champions, okay? It takes a lot of time, especially if you are high. You're doing the max challenge rift level. You are able to do. Then you're gonna waste a lot of time. I could have killed that champion back there easily, but normally you will skip. Okay, now blue pack ahead. Okay, so you want to gather the blue pack. You want to gather a lot of mobs around like this, and then you're gonna apply, gonna buff yourself and do damage. You want to keep your HP max, your health max, because this is Blood Soul Jade gem will proc the most, will have the maximum damage, right? So you're gonna. Okay, let's see. Like this, right? And you move on. It was a bit bad execution there. Let's do it better. The mob density, the more mobs, the better for this build. I'm kind of stuck here now. There. Stuck. Not good. You want to watch out where you're moving, but the eyes on the ground make me. You will continually, if it has the seeping bile dot, okay, it can proc the bleed as well. Okay, so you want at all time apply the exploding palm to the mobs if you can. Like this. Okay, let me show you the progress. And not bad. So we continue. This is actually a red triangle, so I'm dealing 79% less damage. Oh, you see we have a frenzy shine, which is I'm gonna take it. You can like save it for bosses, right? I'm gonna just take it and use it. Like this. We proc the boss. We spawn the boss. Okay, let's go for it. When this boss can take exploding palm, so you can actually continue using that. But if you want to do more damage, you want to change to Mystic Ally instead of exploding palm. Okay, now die. This is also, yeah, when the boss is spawning, you want to do this right away. Okay. Of course, I can do this much better if I concentrate and shit, but I'm explaining the build for you right now. So, you want to buff yourself, you want to do damage, and this is one of the bad boss, right? For monk. It's not a very good boss. Too many ads. So you have hard times like damaging the boss. Alright. Okay. Something struck me. Other bosses is much easier. This boss is not so easy. Okay. So when you're pushing high level of challenge with, maybe you want to skip this boss, right? If you will just start over, unless you have a lot of time. But yeah, let's just do it. It spawned those range mob. Look, all the poison, and it's really bad for monk. All that range, not so fun. After this, I will. Oh, the range mob hit me. After this, I will explain my gems. Go over my gems, okay? Oh. Yeah. Not a good boss for this. If you can, you always press Shield of Synth before you apply the other skills, because you will buff the damage. Want to move around. Now I'm out of. Might have to die one more time. Yeah, I'm out of potion. So this is a very bad clear, okay? And this is because bad boss. Normally you will just go out here and try another better boss. I can clear this much faster. I think I cleared this level at 5 minutes something. Okay, so of course with different boss. This boss is really bad. Okay, 9 minutes is really bad time, but you got an idea how the build works. Okay, and now I'm gonna go through the gems. The gem I'm using is Blessing of Worthy. You take less damage, and when it procs, it deals a lot of damage, right? 21% equal of your current life, and all damage taken is decreased by 12%. And I'm using, of course, Blossom Jade. Every class can use a Blossom Jade. It's a flat damage increase by 17% and increase my movement speed by 10%, right? So I also take less damage. So all this is good for Challenge Rift. And I'm using Echoing Shade. It's just at rank 7 it gives you 3 shadows clones. Okay. Seeping Bile, really good, because it also triggers your exploding palm, and it slows the enemy movement speed, so you have easier time controlling kiting the mobs. And I'm using Swanson because every trash mob you die, it will spawn a dark beast, okay, that deals additional damage. And Bottle Hope also increase my damage. If you don't have Swanson or Echoing Shade, I recommend you to use Chip of Stoneflesh. Actually, I think Chip is better than Echoing Shade because of this stun you have here from your orphan. It actually procs the Chip of Stoneflesh, so it's really good. My Chip of Stoneflesh I only use in PvP, so it's not really high rank, but I will get it higher ranked. And for this build, I think it's better to use Chip of Stoneflesh instead of Echoing Shade. But when you're fighting bosses, Echoing Shade is actually better. So there's a pro and cons, right? And you can use a Howler's Call, because Howler's Call will also stun the enemy and will proc your Chip of Stoneflesh. So you, instead of Echoing Shade and Swanson, you can use Howler and Chip of Stoneflesh if you have those instead. Okay, but this build is around the most important item. Legendary is the helm. So not everyone has this helm. So in my next video, I will show you another Challenge Rift build without this helm. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and check out the description below. I will link to my Google document with all my other builds, and a YouTube video will be coming in upcoming weeks. Okay, and also check out my stream at Twitch. Okay, and yeah, I think that's about this build. I hope you can get high Challenge Rift clear with this build. Alright, thanks for the follow and support on Twitch, guys, and I will continue push out more exciting monk builds and fun content for you guys. Okay, see you on my stream. Bye.